Hello. I'm using my plug-in headphones because the audio is way better, and I'm hoping that you all will be able to hear me a lot better. Oh, there's a stabby thing in my shirt. How are you today? I'm doing okay. I have the windows open because it's gorgeous outside, so if you can hear the children playing out there, I hope that it isn't too distracting, or the planes going overhead. I have a lot to go over today. I've been recording a couple of videos and I just haven't put them out yet because I feel like it was still really unclear about what I'm doing, and I've got to tell you, I'm not 100%, and I just didn't like the way that I portrayed what's happening. I have been in severe depression for weeks now, and trying really hard to claw my way out of that hole. And unfortunately, I don't have the ability to get support. Financially speaking, I have, very little money, and it's very expensive. And there are wait lists if I want to go through my insurance and things. So, I'm having a hard time. So, as some of you know, I moved all of my content onto Podia. That was 43 plus blog posts, and I was consolidating everything and moving things off of WordPress onto Podia to utilize for a community and to utilize for quite a number of things. I had huge plans for that. However, found out about 7 or 8 days ago that Podia is changing their pricing structure, and they're no longer offering a free plan. So I then had to, and honestly, it's a good thing because I really should have had all of those posts in one centralized location, and so now that's happened. But I had to move everything off of Podia, and I had 2 Podia sites that I had built, and now I have no website whatsoever. And there's been a part of me that's been trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to be doing with everything. Like, what kind of business do I really want to have? And that was kind of what started this whole channel, and me consistently making videos in the first place was trying to figure all that out. And I found myself really scattered in that whole process, and I've been feeling very overwhelmed and underwhelmed, and trying to build the Reiki studio and trying to do all of this stuff, but realizing that I desperately need to start making money. And so I was having to split my time and try to build a business while I built this other business that was direct to consumer. So I needed a B2B side, and trying to go back to my management and VA roots and things like that. And so my IU cup, because they stomped Nebraska yesterday, and Illinois won, the Yankees won. It was a good day in sports. Not a huge sports fan, but I do follow certain teams. And so I'm like, all right, I put all this work into the Podia thing, and then and I had everything ready to launch. I just don't have $40 a month right now to pay for that, and that is the lowest plan that they offer on a month-to-month basis, is this plan. And so I'm like, I physically can't do that right now. Um, and that was really like making me anxious. And, which I'm really glad that I hadn't canceled out my WordPress hosting, because I'm on a super ancient plan and it's a lot cheaper than the current plans. So, um, for once, my procrastination has paid off. And so I'm really glad for that. Now we have to talk about like what's coming, because I still have both of the websites up. I still have Moonlit Magnolia. I still have amberslocum.com, and they were both different, very different things. Like the Moonlit Magnolia was, and probably still will continue to be, the Reiki studio. I'm not going to do a ton of blogging there, I don't think. It's really going to be stuff that's Reiki focused, and I'll probably have 5 or 6, maybe max of 10 blog post type things, and we're going to let that sit. And if people sign up for stuff, cool, great, fantastic, let's go. If not, I think I can integrate the Reiki stuff into everything else that I'm doing, or the other thing that I'm doing. So, what I realized for myself is that I am currently trying to manage my life, have a life, and manage it, which involves managing. I'm going to put my glasses on because I have it on my board behind the camera. Which involves managing my daily life, managing my family and friendships, which I've been doing poorly, and managing my mental health, which has been top priority, just because I've been so depressed. I've had to literally battle to stay alive, and then managing my spiritual health as well, which has also been suffering. And then, on top of that, I'm also trying to actively find a job, work on client work, and manage a business. And that is just so freaking much. And I cannot be the only person in the world who is doing that. I cannot, and we live in a society right now in the US where one person, unless they have a really kick-ass job, cannot support an entire household. It's just impossible. So this is why I was starting the virtual business management stuff again, because I realized that every business needs to be managed, and they need somebody else coming in and going, this is too much for one person to try and do the work. Like, I'm feeling that, so other people have to be feeling that as well. And then how do I manage all this other stuff on top of that? And I think that my credentials, like as I was pulling all the stuff off of Podia for my coaching business, I was realizing that those credentials I have for this are like, could be actively applied to a lot of different things. And so that's the goal. It's going to be a life and business management type business. The life management is simply going to be tips and tricks and hacks and helping you build a toolbox. And the community that I'm going to build is going to be on Discord. Obviously we're not doing Podia right now, so it's going to be on Discord. I've already got it set up. I've just got to get people in there. So I will leave a link. Right now it's going to be free to get in there and just be able to talk, and I want to build that community. So if you're interested in like getting all kinds of life hacks and just what's working, what's not kind of thing, and tools for your toolbox for your life, that's going to be the place to be. Eventually we're going to expand that to include like talks, special specialists coming in and doing talks and teaching and things like that. But for now, it's just going to be all of us kind of banding together and talking amongst ourselves kind of thing. The business management stuff is going to come. I've got a shit ton of content for that. I've got a shit ton of actual resources for that. So we'll be doing that over time. That will also be built into a store through PayHip, I believe, is how we're going to end up doing that. I believe either PayHip or through my ConvertKit e-commerce thing. ConvertKit is a hell of a lot cheaper. Whereas, because all they charge you is for the Stripe fees. So, all of the blog posts, minus the couple that are actually, really all of the blog posts are going to be on one website. Because even the affirmations and the chakras and all of that, I don't honestly, skip what I said earlier. All of the Reiki stuff, everything is gonna be on one site, because I think if you can learn how to apply Reiki to yourself, how I can help you, and if you want specific sessions for a specific topic, we can do that too. But if you can learn how to apply that to a self-healing type situation, or we work on, I help you clear that shit out through YouTube videos and things like that, I think that that's going to still help you in the grand scheme of things manage all the things. And meditations, or some of the guided meditations, it's kind of like that, are one of the best ways for you to really dig in and clear out some of the inner clutter that you've got going on. And then in addition to that, you're going to have more practical stuff. So we're going to blend the woo-woo stuff with the really practical shit, because I think that marrying the two of those, that's exactly who I am. I marry practical with woo-woo all the time. And it really is the key to going forward and really prospering. And I believe that that's the key for a lot of people, especially people who were religious and are now taking a step back from that. I think that's going to be my target market, is people who are spiritual but not religious, or people who are religious but understand that spiritual is a radically different thing and they need to work on both. So they are moms with young kids, meaning that their children are in junior high or lower, maybe high school, but without a driver's license kind of thing. Basically, your kids depend on you to get from point A to point B, and for you to be able to do things for them. If you are that, this is who I'm talking to. And people who are understand that going and getting a full-time job, or even if they have a full-time job, they still need more, and they want something of their own, a business, to help contribute to the family more so than their job, or because they need to contribute to the family. And we're going to talk about how to manage it all. And if you're neurodivergent, then even more so this is going to apply to you, because I'm going to be approaching it from that lens of an autistic ADHD person. So, because I'm autistic and ADHD. Okay, I think I feel pretty good about this. I hope that you guys have a good day. I hope that this makes sense and that it's not too overwhelming. The topics are going to be really specific when we talk, or not super specific, but they're going to be on a set number of things going forward. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, we're going to have business talks sometimes, we're going to have spiritual talks sometimes, and probably some Reiki. I might separate that out into a separate channel, but that just seems like a lot to manage, and I don't want to split my brain too much. So I hope that you have a lovely day. I'm feeling a lot better about this. I've been super fucking stressed about this, so I'm feeling much, much better. Also, I curse, by the way. Usually in a really intentional way, but sometimes they get me in a bad mood and I'll just let them fly. So if that's something that you're okay with, cool. Welcome. Let's hang out. If not, then I bid you well. And blessed be. Alright, guys. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.